Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Adele if you are new here. Today's video is an updated makeup routine as voted by you. Thank you for voting for this video. I really wanted to do this, so I'm glad it worked out. We are going to get straight into it. This is my everyday makeup routine and it has changed since I did the last video, and I'm gonna say I feel like it might change again because I've been going through a bit of a, I don't know what you want to call it. Something has not been right with my makeup. I feel like it's better now because I've changed the foundation, I've changed the concealer, I've changed a lot of things actually, and we're going to go through all of that. Yeah, it might change again. I don't know what's going on, whether it's my skin, whether it's the makeup brushes, whether it's the makeup I was using. Anyway, I'm wanting to have just really natural glowing makeup from a day-to-day perspective, and so we're going to jump right in with the base. Now, these products are what I use as a primer. They can be even used as a moisturizer. They are the Bobbi Brown face base and eye base. So eye base obviously goes onto your under eye. I'll just show you the texture of that. Also, I need to show you my top before we get into it. Can you see it? It says it's time for a pavy. I know some of you actually asked me for Vlogmas on this channel, and you'll see in the weekly vlog what we are going to do about that. But I thought I'm gonna give you Christmas themed videos. I'll wear a Christmas themed fit in the lead up. I just want to make it as Christmassy as I can and obviously deliver what content you guys want. And so I just apply that with that finger, your ring finger. I actually need a mirror so I can see what I'm doing. And just on the eye base, this is really moisturizing. So if you have any dry patches on your face, I would actually recommend applying the eye base as opposed to the vitamin enriched face base. So I just lightly dust that over my eyelid as well, give that a second to settle. And then for the rest of my face, I will put the face base. As you can see, I've really been hacking into this because it's just so freaking good. And I will also say I've already done my skincare, and I probably just put too much if I'm honest. You probably don't need that much. A little goes a long way. Okay, so you can already see on camera, and I feel like this camera and YouTube blurs my face a little bit, but you can already kind of see just the glow that that has given me. That base is what I want. Compared to the old primer that I'm using, I just feel like this one hydrates my skin a lot more, and I'm getting older, guys. I'm nearly 30. I calculated I'm like 29 in 6 months, or 29 in 5 months, whatever it is. No, I'm 29 in 7 months. Fuck. And so obviously I want to keep my skin hydrated as best as I can. My brow routine has not changed. I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I've said this before, but your girl is half Greek, half Italian, and I'm not shy on body hair, specifically eyebrow hair. And if I'm completely honest, I actually could get my brows done this week. I might book in an appointment. I usually do them myself, but I have been treating myself to a wax down at Shaep because her shop is right near my recording studio, and I'm recording a potty tomorrow. So on the day of you watching this, I would have recorded a potty, so maybe I can get my brows done after the potty. We will see. But I just lightly fill in the brows, and again, as I said in the last makeup video, I do my makeup very much like YouTuber 2016 era. That's when I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials by like Shan XO and Chloe Morello and Loz Curtis. They were my YouTubers back in the day, and so you may see some technique here and think, bitch, what are you doing? No judgment, please. I like doing my makeup how I like it. I'm not saying that this is the best way to do it. I'm just sharing my routine because I always get asked, oh my god, your makeup looks so good. What is it? What are you doing? What products is this? And there's a lot. So I obviously want to cover it all off in this video. Brows are done to me. I do my eyes first. So the next step is the Bobbi Brown Concealer. I use the shade Cool Sand. Also guys, I'm going to put links to everything in the notes as well. And what I do is I just grab the little thing and I very, very gently just like carve out underneath my brow, and I just kind of like drag that down my eyelid, and I'll do the same on this side here and just really pull that down, and then I just grab my hand and I just all over kind of blend that in. Also, this made me laugh because the last time I filmed this, do you remember how I got concealer all in my eyelashes? But yes, I have changed concealer. This one is working better for me compared to the one I used last time, which you may have seen in that video. Something that has not changed is my eyeshadow palette. So that's the same, the Tarte in Bloom palette. I'm going to show you it. Please don't judge me. It's all fucked up from the plane last week when I went to Sydney for my Christmas party. That shade, which is one of my favorites, smashed everywhere, and not happy about it, but it is what it is. So I'm going to go in with this shade here. It's called Charmer, and I'm just ever so slightly just going to like almost go all over just to like really set that concealer. Same on the other side. And then the next shade that I go in is the one right underneath it. It's called Flower Child. These are just very like, I guess, plain colors that I just use to like kind of build it up. And I just put that into my crease in like a circular motion. And I always start with my eyes first, just out of habit. I mean, it's not the only way to do it. If you don't want to do your eyes first, you don't have to. But for me, I just feel like it works better. And so to add a little bit of depth to that, I would then go in with the color beside Flower Child. It's called Smarty Pants. I use this palette every day. It's so freaking good. And again, I just kind of take that into the crease, but I also take it down to like my eyelid there as well. Just to add some dimension, just to add some depth, just to make it look like I'm awake. And so I like to just keep going until I'm happy with that level of color. And then I go in with Rebel, which is this color down here. Beautiful, beautiful color. And I just copy that same kind of pattern, but I really go into like the outer corner here. I don't wear really heavy eyeliner usually, and I'll show you what I do in a second with my eyeliner, but that just kind of brings it all together a little bit. And I love this palette because it's blendable. You don't have to be a makeup artist to use it. I feel like it blends out so easily. And I'm just using a Zoeva Luxe Crease brush, by the way. I requested new makeup brushes for my Kris Kringle, so fingers crossed that whoever got me got them. The other things I put on my wish list were a Mecca voucher or a Sephora voucher, because I just know that I would spend money in those shops any day of the week. So that's what I asked for at Christmas. I'm a very easy person to buy for, or maybe I'm a hard person to buy for because I buy everything I want when I want it. Then we are doing eyeliner, so I grab the winged liner Zoeva brush. These brushes are old, by the way, guys. And I go in with this color here. It's called Leader. You can kind of even see the indent, but I just pick up a little bit on my brush, tap it off, and that's what I create my winged liner with. And I just really do like the tiniest amount, tiniest amount just on the edge. I feel like it doesn't come up really clear on this camera, but you're just gonna have to trust me on it. Can you kind of see there? I don't know if you can, but just ever so slightly giving myself just that outer wing. Okay, I needed some Q-tips, cotton tips, whatever you want to call them. I usually call them earbuds, actually. Why am I calling them cotton tips now? And what I do is I just pick up a tiny bit of that eye base, and just under here, because there's always eyeshadow that falls out, I just pick it up like that. And the reason I do it like that is just because I don't want to dry out any of that eye base. And it's not even under my eye really. It's just like that edge. And then you're almost reapplying that face base there, which is perfect. And I would do the same for the other side. I've seen those reusable catchment eye pads. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I saw it on a TikTok and I will buy them. I'm interested in them and I think I would use them. Because yeah, I get like just the tiniest eyeshadow fallout from the wing liner. All right, next step is foundation. Typically this makeup routine, I've timed it. If I do it really quick, it could take me 8 minutes. But obviously I'm talking shit today, so it's taking me a little longer. Now, foundation is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Radiant Lift. You may have seen my TikTok about this. I just bought it, but I have been using the sample for the last, I'm gonna say, week and a bit since I went to Ikea. That day I went to Ikea, that day I went to Mecca is when I got a sample. This foundation is the best foundation I've tried in a long, long time. I can compare it to the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation because I did try that as well. However, that didn't work for my skin tone. This one, like, is a perfect match for me and I freaking love it. So it says to shake well before use. My first time using it. Twist cap to unlock. Oh, and lock pump. Okay, slay. I'm just gonna pop it onto the back of my hand. Oh, there we go. A little also goes a long way here. You don't need a lot. But what I do with that brush that I use for the concealer, that's also another winged liner brush, I just kind of carve out the in-between of my brows and just above my brows. And then I'll use a foundation brush to blend it. Apparently if you use your hands for the light reflecting foundation from NARS and this one, it goes on better, but I'm not about that, sorry. Also could probably use a beauty blender, but I also don't own one of those. And so the brush I'm using for foundation is the Morphe foundation brush. I really love this brush and would be open to other Morphe brushes as well. And so can you see that? It's like a perfect match for me right now. I will get more tanned over summer, just even if I wear sunscreen. Unfortunately, my skin does eventually turn tan. I slightly burn at the start and then I become tan. And so I will go up like a shade or two in my foundation, but I also tend to not wear it during summer. So I don't know if I'll need to buy another one, but I'll just press that in everywhere. I freaking love this foundation, guys. I don't know if it's doing any justice, but can you just see the glow that it gives me? Beautiful. It's very hydrating too. If you like glowiness, this is the foundation for you. Okay, so I reckon that was about 3 pumps, and I reckon I just put too much on, but that's okay. Always got to blend. Weird doing it in my room and not in the bathroom. Also, it can be built up, so if you want to apply a little bit more over any problem areas, you can. We then go in with a fluffy brush and the Laura Mercier translucent powder. It's the loose one. Again, this is new. I've only been using it for the last few days. It also did not travel well. Can you see that? It's fucking gone everywhere. I just pick up whatever is in the lid and lightly just press that all over my face. And I like this because when I set it with a brush, it still becomes a bit dewy and glowy throughout the day. Like, it doesn't make me oily, that foundation, but this just kind of holds it in place. If you are to set it with like a puff or a beauty blender or a sponge, I feel like you can get like more of a drier, firmer finish. Does that make sense? That's that. Again, I said this last time, I use all powder products. I haven't gotten around to joining the cream gang. You know why? Because all of the people I see using cream products and set it with powder products. So I'm like, what's the point? It's like double application. Anyway, I'm sure there's a point. I'm sure there's a point. This is just what's easier for me. Then I'm just using a Real Techniques contour brush, and I would put the bronzer, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer in the shade 2, into these areas. So I always do just in my hairline here, especially like that temple region. Same on both sides. You want to make it symmetrical. Sometimes I overdo it on these points, but just blend it out, like blend it into your hairline. And then on the cheekbones, just above the cheekbones, I would do this. You don't want to put this too low because you want it to lift your face almost. And then I also do here, especially do here to give that more defined jaw. Also then take it down, and then I run it up my nose as well. So I just put some there, giving myself a little nose contour, and then I just go like this too, and like this. If you put too much, you can always blend it out. And so I might actually just take that foundation brush and just clean up there, and I'm happy with that now. I might just tie those two together and just a little bit there as well. Then we have blush. I'm loving both of these at the moment, and I'm going to show you them both because some of you might actually like this. So one of them that I've been using is Laura Mercier Peachy. Look at that, it's just stunning. It's called Peach, not Peachy, sorry. And then the other one I've been using is Hourglass Sublime Flush. It's beautiful. And so same thing here, like you want to put it into your cheeks, but like keep it high, if that makes sense. I'll also just put a little bit onto my nose as well because I like that sun-kissed look, or that sunburnt look, as some might call it. And then we grab highlighter, the Becca highlighter. It's Champagne Pop. Holy grail. I use this forever, and then they discontinued it, and then they brought it back recently. So very happy. And with that, I'll just pop that onto the high points of my face. So onto my high points of my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, and like the middle of my nose. Cupid's bow. And then using where is this brush? Just like a flat eyeshadow brush. I will pop some onto the brow bone and also my inner corner, just to really open up my eyes and give it that glowy look. And so we're nearly done. At this point, I'm going to spray my face with the All Nighter spray. Give that a second. We're nearly done. So we have the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Lustre. I had a sample of this. I bought the full-size product. It is beautiful. I actually bought this stuff all from Mecca today, the foundation and this lip gloss. And so I don't use any liner. I probably should, don't get me wrong. I might, in the next video, I might have upgraded to a liner, but no, your girl is basic. On a night out, I might do a liner. And then, oh, we need mascara. Also forgot, we need the brow gel. So I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, and I just pop that through my brows just to set them. I would just brush up against the whole entire brow. This really holds them throughout the day. Huge fan of that. And then mascara is the Hourglass Portion Ultra Black. I've been using this forever. I was gonna do it without a mirror, wishful thinking. And you can just see, I'll show you the difference between both eyelashes. I do tend to focus on like the outer lashes as well, just to give that almost like winged look. I just got it onto my eyelid. Story of my life. Since I got the lash lift, whenever I do mascara, it's just made them so much longer. I do really love the lash lift though. Oh, sorry. With mascara, without. I do love the lash lift. It's been about 7 weeks and it's still holding my lashes. And you can't really tell when I don't have mascara on, but the second I put mascara on, it really just lifts them. Here is the finished look, guys. I'm just going to quickly go straighten my hair, put on my fit for the day. I just wanted to wear this for bulk of the video, and I'll show you the final look. So I have my fit of the day on. I've just got some shorts and a plain white tee. I've straightened my hair, put in my Jazz handmade earrings, and you can see the makeup looking a lot more put together now once the rest of me is done. But guys, that is my current makeup routine, and as I said, it may change again. I feel like I'm gonna stick with this and see how I go, especially heading into summer where I probably won't wear too much makeup anyway. It's feeling and looking a lot better to me. On camera you probably wouldn't have been able to tell, but something has been happening with my skin and I still don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just me getting older, but yeah, here is the vibe. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the products, please leave them in the comments. I will get back to you. I will see you guys next in the vodcast or the weekly vlog. We have some cool stuff coming for you in the lead up to Christmas, I promise. So bear with me, you'll find out more in the weekly vlog. All right, I love you guys so much. Have a great weekend, be safe, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye.